ask you something that I ask every guest.
Yes.
And I want to know, what's been your greatest obstacle to date?
Well, I guess it would go back to COVID. I was like, I'm a one-woman show, so I'm brewing, I'm doing everything. I'm saying I'm the kombucha brewer, I am making the recipes, I am hands-on through the whole experience. I designed all the labels, I can everything, I'm doing deliveries, I'm doing social media, I'm doing the emails.
So you need 7 of you. But
So, yeah. And so pre-COVID, like I quit my job as a vet tech. I was focused on this. This was growing Kombucha Hound. I was excited about it. COVID hit. Prices skyrocketed for glass. Things changed, got dropped in a lot of things like Foodland and, like that, because people weren't seeing kombucha as a necessity.
Right.
Even though it is a health drink, it's really good for your digestion, but things really slowed down.
Yeah.
And then prices were increasing. I was pregnant at the time, had a COVID baby, and I had to quit because the prices of things were adjusting, or change my whole dynamic on my business, revamp and redesign, and then I switched to cans, so I had to buy all new canning production line.
All your manufacturing
Yeah, all the
stuff.
manufacturing had to change from there. And so that was a huge obstacle. I figure everything out. I don't know, I'm a problem solver.
I guess so.
So people are like, how do you figure it out? I'm like, I just go on Google, I'll read through the CFIA standards, what is needed for the label, what is my regulations. I'll just figure it out. If it needs to be changed, I'll change it at a later date. Wow. And so that was a huge thing. So I have a 3-month-old, I think that's 6 months at that time, and I'm relaunching my business in cans with 9 different flavors, and reaching out to all these new businesses and let's get going. And then definitely in the last 2.5 years, it's just taken off. I'm spread out to Blenheim, Chatham, Wallaceburg, Walpole Island, going down to Sarnia, Brights Grove, Kamlaki, and then stretching all the way down to Grand Bend. And now I just recently got into London.
Bravo!
So
That's amazing.
I say I have a good 70-kilometer radius.
Yes.
So that's been my biggest obstacle was revamping my whole thing. But then it's also been a huge success. It was for the benefit.
Yes.
I'm here now.
I absolutely am just enthralled with learning pieces of your story because, to be pregnant in COVID, we all wish we never had to hear the word again, but the reality is it shifted a lot of things, and some things for good.
Yeah.
But for you to go through all of those things and not give up.
Yeah.
That's a testament to how powerful this has impacted your health, right?
Yeah, it's been a process. And then in that meantime, my husband had a heart issue at the... Oh, my goodness. So my kid was about 18 months old, and then we had a fire here in our commercial kitchen, and then, so those were big obstacles.
I guess so.
And community support was phenomenal. Unfortunately, our insurance wasn't the best to deal with.
Yeah.
We've now switched insurance providers, but our community stood behind us and helped us with GoFundMe because Mark was unable to work for a long time. And being having the farm to table was a huge impact. So I then also had to put my kombucha on halt for a little bit too, and help him and support him.
And you're raising a baby.
That was a lot, about now going on 2.5 years ago. So there's been a lot in the last 6 years now.
I guess so. Wow, Alex. Yeah. I think what's really standing out to me though is your passion. You strike me as a woman who, like you said, you figure it out.
Yeah.
You can do hard things and you make it work.
Make it work. Yeah.